Welcome back, Lang Gang. Today we'll be talking about how to outline a rhetorical analysis body paragraph. Remember, in the rhetorical analysis, you are being asked to determine which strategies a writer has used to convey their message and comment upon the effectiveness of the use of those strategies. So in a body paragraph, you are going to analyze one specific strategy, rhetorical, writing, literary, that a writer has used to convey their primary message or a claim within that message to the audience. First, you want to identify the controlling tone of this section of the text. I like to tell my students to take the text beginning to middle to end and identify the tone in each paragraph, in each body paragraph that they write. The controlling tone of the section will allow you to check off that tone part of SpaceCat and allow you to discuss author's intentions more easily. So you're going to identify the controlling tone of the section of text with precise diction. Use a tone word that accurately captures what the writer's attitude toward the subject or audience in this specific section of the text is. If the tone has shifted, let's say you're talking about the middle of the text, and it has shifted dramatically from the beginning of the text, say it has shifted and discuss the shift. Next, you are going to address the speaker's claim or claims in the section of the text that you are analyzing. Be sure to include the appeals, ethos, pathos, logos, and any rhetorical strategies, really the most important writing or literary strategy that the writer has used to prove the claims in this section of the text. Then, of course, you have to answer, so what? So it's not just enough to say the speaker appealed to ethos by using an anecdote. You have to discuss the intended impact of the choices the speaker has made to argue their claim or claims in that section of the text. So you have to explain why and how the use of those specific appeals or rhetorical strategies were used to relay the message that you have identified in your thesis of this rhetorical analysis essay. You also want to consider at all times how the speaker manipulates the rhetorical situation. Remember, the rhetorical situation is that intersectionality of speaker, subject, audience, and it all goes back to how they relay that central message or central idea. So you want to answer these questions in your analysis and commentary. What does the speaker hope to accomplish in this specific section of the text, in that specific controlling tone, with that specific rhetorical writing literary strategy? What biases does the speaker hold? Is the speaker biased in terms of the subject or the audience, and then it affects the way they speak or what they say or how they say it? And then, what does the speaker know about the subject or audience, and how does the speaker use this knowledge of the subject or audience to their advantage? What do they do specifically to appeal to their audience, or what do they know about the subject that makes their argument, specifically the claims in this part of the text, more convincing? How do they use the rhetorical situation to their advantage to convince and persuade their audience to believe that their claims are valid and true in this specific part of the text? You can use this analysis strategy to outline pretty much any body paragraph in your rhetorical analysis. Again, try to avoid sounding robotic. Mix up your diction and syntax. Do not keep using the same sentence frames. Play with language and sophistication. You will earn that sophistication point if you acknowledge that there are various perspectives and look at the issue through various lenses and show that you understand the nuances and complexity of the writer's claims and the style that the writer takes in writing the text. On the AP language exam, they are not going to give you something very, very basic to read. It's going to be a nuanced selection. See the nuances and show the readers that you understand them in your own evidence and analysis, commentary, diction, syntax, all of it, to claim as many points as you can in each of the rows. Thank you for joining me today, and be on the lookout for more rhetorical analysis strategy videos.